So we have an interesting thing going on over here, and that's a whole lot of redundant code, right? I mean, these four different elements over here have, well, at least the background and the height all set the same. I guess what I forgot to do before I started shooting the video is forgot to take out this image pane class. So this should be kind of a hint of where I'm going with this. Essentially, since we have all of this extra code in here, well, I guess we could just leave it, and that's a lot of extra processing the server needs to do of our CSS. Or I could consolidate this stuff over here and actually add it to bring it up to the image pane class, and then I could just, you know, those div containers that I have, I could just apply a second class to them called image pane. And you know, the one thing I like about doing it this way is that now if I want to change some of those properties, I have a centralized place instead of me changing them all the way over, or 4 times, right? And I'll actually set this guy to, it's supposed to be 0 pixels by 0 pixels, just to make sure that the Grandmaster Flash is being set up every time. This image pane is going to come in useful for us in our JavaScript as well, something that I discovered along the way doing this project. So this has consolidating those properties into one kind of has a couple advantages. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now once I've done that and saved it, boom, everything is lost, right? Well, all I need to do is go back to my source code, and I just select that, and let me give them all a class of image pane. No, not exactly what I was looking for. See, it applied it to my div port. Now, let me just take this out here. I need to make sure that this class is, actually, let me just pull out window pane. And I'll get rid of that. Now, keep an eye when you're adding multiple classes. No commas needed, just a space, put it there. Just a space, put it there. Right, so that would be wrong. You don't want that comma. That's all you need. There you go, and now we should be back in. Okay, there we go. We're back in business. Let's, well, sorta. Let's see what this looks like in the browser. Exactly like it was before. We ought to give this, we're good, and we're not too far into this project, but now would definitely be a good time to preview this thing in different browsers. Let me see a little bug in my VMware. Okay, Internet Explorer 8, good to go. Let's see what Internet Explorer 6, if I dare. For some reason, when I use Dreamweaver, I have it set up with VMware to do this. It always brings up a blank page. Kind of annoying, but it's better than nothing. All right. Hey, this is Internet Explorer 6 over here. So if it looks good in Internet Explorer 6, then I should be good. There we go. That's not going to open right, so let me do a double take of that as well. Alright. I mean, what I did here is before I went any deeper in this project, I wanted to make sure that that it was looking consistent throughout all the browsers. I mean, when it, you know, it's funny, when I think about look consistent, I don't think about across different browsers. I think, well, man, I hope it looks good in Internet Explorer. And, well, it passed that test, so I'm ready to start. I think I'm going to start making some moves with jQuery on this thing at this point.